There's some texture and stuff. I really like how these top leaves turned out. I fear we have done it. I fear we have done it. Yeah. Hello, my name is Megan and this is Moss&MarginsCo. This is my vlog diaries of me trying to build my small business. I'm currently on Etsy. I sell fine art prints of my original artwork and then also PDF stationery, so digital downloads of weekly planners, calendars, notes, gift tags, things like that. This vlog is a continuation of last week's because I'm actually in the process of editing last week's right now, and without an outro, I'm at 27 minutes and 20 seconds because I just don't know when to shut up and I yap too much. So I'm gonna try to keep this a little more short and sweet, concise. I'm going to include the footage of me just kind of organizing and finishing the product and printable folder that I finished. So here is my weekly planner thing, yeah. So what does that say? Product printable folder. So essentially I'm going to insert the footage of me organizing that, and then I'm going to just show you guys me editing last week's vlog, and we'll see how we're doing on time. And then I may include some footage from tomorrow, which as I'm filming this, it is right like butted up against the previous vlog, so it's still Tuesday, June 9th. So we'll see. Let's get into it. Okay, welcome back to me. I had a little bit of a jam sesh. It was kind of great. I'm sorry if it like wiggled things. I was going hard, okay? Ta-da! Probably can't see it very well. Maybe. Okay, good enough. So I have all of my prints in here. And they're all labeled, so it's going to be super easy for me to find them and also organize them by size as well. That's basically it. Oh my gosh. Killing it today. Hello. So it is now Thursday, June 11th. Yesterday my husband was not having to work, so we ended up just hanging out, and then he had a standard Pokemon tournament that he went to yesterday evening, TCG. So it was just kind of a chill day. I'm getting a very late start to today. It is 6:14 p.m. I am an extreme night owl, and I was up really late last night. I just could not fall asleep. I didn't wake up until like noon today, and then I had a really bad headache. The weather here has been crazy, so most days I have some kind of sinus headache. It has subsided enough that I'm like itching to do something. I cannot lay in bed anymore as much as I would love to just veg out. I just can't for my sanity. So we're gonna be working on at least the strawberry house. Just a little reminder. Let me find it. Oh my gosh. It's literally. So, okay. You can tell most pages bleed. I think these are 200 GSM or something. They are my absolute favorite for like Copic drawings, but Copics are alcohol-based markers, so they tend to bleed really bad. So I always keep an extra sheet in the middle, so that way it protects like the next page. But so this bad boy. So my plan is to get out my colored pencils and just kind of work on this. I'm hoping to finish it today. I want to add in a bunch of texture and stuff. I'm still kind of getting familiar with colored pencils. All of my Copic drawings used to just be the Copics themselves, but I want to get into like larger scale illustrations, and I find it's really hard, or at least for me, like I've been using Copics for years, but sometimes it's just really hard to like cover a big area and make it look nice and detailed. So gonna try to do some colored pencil work. And then I know I mentioned kind of my plan for my YouTube banner, so I want to maybe get into drawing that because I want to actually draw the leaves for that. So that's pretty much what the like foreseeable future is going to be. I apologize. I always apologize for the lighting. I need to just shut up about it. But I actually used to have a ring light, but then it broke, so I had to get rid of it. Anyway, the lighting will get bad because, you know, it is 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So let me see. Oh, no, that's not better. Okay, that's maybe a little bit better, potentially. I have the blinds in front. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so let's get started. I'm just going to do a time lapse. I wish I had, like, I have a tripod, but it doesn't allow like my phone to bend fully, so you could see like a top down of me doing the drawing. I wish I had a setup for that, but I just don't. I could try to like jerry rig something, but I really just want to get into the drawing, so I'm not going to worry about it today, but maybe another day.
Hi, editing Megan here. I decided to make the strawberry drawing time lapse a completely separate video because this video is already becoming way too long, and I didn't want like an hour-long video with the majority of it just being to royalty-free music. So that's going to be a separate video entirely.
So I think I'm gonna leave it. I am pretty happy with it. I'm also the type of person that I will overdo things, so I'm gonna call it quits while I'm at a good place with it, and then look at it again tomorrow, and maybe my feelings will change. It's kind of hard to see, but there's some texture and stuff. I really like how these top leaves turned out, but yeah, so that is at least done for now. Obviously I've had this since literally high school. It's the one that always worked for me. I had like an electric one before, like the Prismacolor actual one, and it just did not work very well. Like I literally have tape on this to keep it shut because it just pops off all the time. But obviously if lead gets stuck, I have to take the tape off. And typically like I'll use the larger hole of the two to do colored pencils. It just works better typically. But that one yellow, oh my gosh, it must have been broken in a million places inside. But I'm going to clean up my colored pencils now And then I'm going to take a little bit of a break to make dinner. I should have made dinner before I sat down to do this, but I was just really excited to get going. I just put those in the wrong order. I don't care. As long as they're in the general area, that is pretty much all that matters. I have this little case that I got on Amazon also eons ago that I have all my colored pencils in, because I used to have them in a tin, like an actual like old cookie tin, and they were just floating around. But because they were just floating around, it was, one, difficult to find the colors that I needed, but also two, most of them ended up extremely broken because they were just floating around and hitting each other and getting knocked all over the place. So ultimately I put them in this thing. But that is pretty much it. So I have some other things on my actual to-do list to get done today. I'm missing a whole ass color. It's weird. Some kind of gray beige. Strange. Anyway, I have, like, that was on, I'll show you. Hold on. Okay, so this was my to-do list for the week. So I finished everything on Tuesday. And then, is this right? Yeah. So solidify branding and then socials. I basically want to just nail down like my branding colors and stuff, because I, like, as you know, I have like the pink theme going on, the pink and like green, which I do like because, I mean, hello, pink is my favorite color. But I don't think that, I don't know, it just doesn't scream like Moss and Margins, and it doesn't, like, I don't, just the tonality of everything I think is a little too pink. I think I need it to be a little more terracotta, like a little more rusty rather than the pink that I'm using. I'm so sorry if this sound is terrible. Okay, I'm gonna I will re-say that just in case that clip is terrible. Basically, I'm thinking that I might need to lean more terracotta, less pinky, like add some more oranges and reds, make it a little warmer, to go with, like, kind of like these kind of colors, like a muted kind of green and like this kind of pink where it's like dusty but even warmer than that. I don't know, I'll try to show you an example of something that I have in my house is kind of what I'm thinking. I very quickly just kind of came up with my brand like logo and everything just to get the ball rolling on stuff, but now that like I'm consistently coming out with videos and my products and everything, I want to solidify it from like here on henceforth or whatever. That way not too many of my things are with like the old branding, if that makes sense. Like same name, but I know I want to redo the logo at some point, but at least like color scheme, I want to get that down pat, because I'm just not super happy with it right now. It doesn't give what I want it to give. So yeah, I'm gonna finish cleaning up. Don't mind the messiness, but this is my living room. So like I have this painting here, which is coming up a little darker on screen than it is in real life, but I really love that color. Same with like that kind of rusty, kind of darker. Like I love this color, but I think it's a little too bright. Like this, like these plants. Like this pink color right here is gorgeous. It almost kind of matches my shirt with like, yeah, like that kind of green maybe. I think that'd be really pretty. I might even use this as like inspiration for something. I'm gonna show you this that I think is gonna be perfect. So my friend and a previous coworker, Jade, painted this. And again, it's kind of similar to this, but a little more pinky. But I think this color is kind of what I'm going for, but just like a tad pinker. So ate dinner. It's the same day. I am just really freaking messy. I try not to be, which is ironic because I like my house is really clean. Like I like really clean things, but whenever I eat, I don't know what happens, but 9 times out of 10 I spill something. So I did in fact spill my rice on my shirt, so I had to change. Plus, I was a little cold, so I put a thicker sweater on. Anyway, now let's dive in to, why did I close out of that? So I'm gonna take you along with me. Let's start that. And we are going to figure out our, excuse me, new like color scheme and stuff together. Well, I'm just gonna wait until that's logged in. Okay, oh, wow. I haven't been on Pinterest in so long, and my Pinterest already is just so moody and beautiful. I had to use Pinterest for school, and oh my god. This right here, gorgeous. Oh my god, these are the vibes. These are exactly, you know what? Saving that in a new tab. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Even something like this, but a little pinkier. Like instead of the like true like terracotta, a more of like a burnt pink. I don't even know how to describe that. Like that kind of color. I don't even know what to call it. Burnt pink and green. Let's see if that if that comes up. These are a little too pink, like a little too blush. Like that's more the vibe, you know what I mean? Actually, you know what? That Kalahari sunset, that's pretty nice. That is, by the way, I bust out into random accents all the time. I apologize. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I think it's literally just my mental issues. I've been doing it for years. I don't know. It's like an amalgamation of different accents as well. Ooh. I don't want to cuss. Rosewood. Pantone Rosewood. That is gorgeous. That is beautiful, actually. And that olive color, you know? Let's pull up Canva. Let's start doing some color swatching. Let's just do a whiteboard. So I'm going to copy, paste this on here. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking this. And then, oh, I really like that copper color too, maybe. So either the olive, I kind of really like that as well. I like the sage. I'm just kind of, you know. See, I like that. Oh, but I really like that. Okay. Everybody calm down. Like, I still like that. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Let's just save or like put this on here as inspo because these are the vibes that we are going for. And you know, I think we've hit the money. I think we need to incorporate some oranges as well though. But I love everything in this. I actually want this whole thing in my house except for the plants. Unfortunately, I kill plants. I do not have a green thumb. I have the opposite of that. Also, yes, it is summer, and yes, I'm drinking out of a Hocus Pocus mug, and yes, I'm using a hilariously long straw because my short metal one is dirty. And I'm drinking Olipop. Delicious soda, low calorie, great fiber. Get your fiber, people. You don't want colon cancer. Not to scare anybody, but genuinely get your fiber. Okay. You know, I think we are kind of good. Oh, we do need an orange. terracotta is pretty nice. Burnt sienna. Or just a true rust, actually. Let's just look at rust. Rust color. Okay, let's see. Let's see how this girl looks. Oh, yes. I fear we have done it. I fear we have done it. Yeah. That's some nice shit right there. After I said I'm gonna try not to cuss. I don't even know why I have my headset on right now. I'm not listening to anything. It's just for the vibes. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. So I'm not gonna show the process of me like updating everything. I'm just gonna show you at the end because one, that's gonna take a while. Two, I'm not really sure exactly how I want to do it, and it's the type of thing where it's a trust the process, and I don't want you guys to see that process because I'm afraid it's gonna be a little, I don't know, a little cringe maybe. Maybe not, I don't know. This video is already way too long, so I'm sure. I haven't even started editing it, but that straw is hilariously long. Okay, well, I will see y'all when I'm done, and hopefully I have some, like, an updated, like, solidified branding kind of moment. Okay, hello. It is now 8:46, so I think it's been, like, an hour-ish? I don't know. Very happy with what we've kind of done here. So as you can see, reminder, this is kind of the color palette, the vibes that we were going for: warm, earthy greens, terracottas, like rosewood. I don't know how to describe this pink, but it's mwah, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, so you don't need to see that. Okay, so this is actually my thumbnail from the last vlog, but I basically just changed the number and the picture. I used the same exact thing, and I just re-download every time I need a new thumbnail. So I still kept the like timbre wood board backing. I just made it a lot like less opaque. Crap, what's the word for it? Transparent. I made it more transparent because I feel like it was just too dark before and it took away from what you were actually looking at. I thinned out the font for here and changed up the color palette, and I added, this is a background option you can choose on Canva that I'll probably change eventually, but I liked what it added with just like a little bit of greenery and stuff. So I think that, like, it's still striking, but I feel like it's a little more cohesive. My intro is done. I need to go into CapCut and make a new asset with it. Yeah, just simple. I removed my logo from it. And then this is the new end card, which I like a lot better. And I used the same like floral kind of background layered on top of this, so it's a little more cohesive. So now it's like, that's beginning, this is end. Well, not really beginning. This is thumbnail, this is end, and then this is intro. But I really, really like what we've done. And then new logo alert. Let me go back into my Canva. Sorry, I ended up having a bit of a yawning fit. Anyway, so this is the new logo. I actually did do everything for this. I did little, I don't know how to describe it. So this is my original artwork, but the mushroom, this is the mushroom. See, okay, my Megabyte Press was my previous business, but this is the mushroom that I drew a long time ago, and it's kind of been my like shining star and part of the brand, is that like even before Moss and Margins was a thing. So I turned it into a very simplified just line art drawing. I mean, these were already line art drawings. I made everything a cohesive color. And then I used Bonanova as the font, which I really, really like. So I'm very happy with that. I have an actual logo now that's completely 100% mine. Yeah, and then everything else I think looks really good. I like This I'm still not in love with. I think it's too much solid color blocking, but of course the clips of like the intro of the video will be here, so that is the thing that you're looking at, not the rest of it, but we'll see. But love this. I actually really love the thumbnails now, and before I kind of cringed at them. So yeah, we're making moves. I have no idea how long this vlog is so far. I assume it's probably going to be way longer than I intended it to, so I'm going to end it right here. Thank you so much for watching. If you're following along on this journey with me, I really appreciate you. And I hope to see you in the next one.